Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Bell spinning past him. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Lock going to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 2nd down.
18 Gator. Ready?
Block will try again on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? It's weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime, obviously. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Darnold now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Blocked now on 3rd and goal. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into